Hi, welcome back. This is lesson 4 from week 2. This is the last lesson of this week in their database development design. Again, this is a series of videos I'm putting together for my Intro to Database Development Design course I teach at a local college. This lesson is another Microsoft Access lesson. We're going to learn to import an Excel file, filter and sort our data, so it's going to be more of an interactive working with Access than just sitting back and looking at slides. So I put together, as with all my videos, I try to put together a write-up on my website, analyticsforall.org, so you can go and reference that if you want to just quickly read instead of having to sit through the whole video again. And on this particular video, which I'll have a link down in the description, you're going to have a file down here. This k-means1. This is the Excel file I'm going to download into Access. You don't have to use it. You can get any Excel file you want, but if you want to follow along with what I'm doing, it might help to download the right file. So here we are back in Access. I'm still using just the same one we used for the same example, just the class, teacher, student one I made for the intro file. You can make a new one. It doesn't really matter. I mean, we're just still playing around sandboxing the whole idea of a database at this point. So this can be messy. It's fine. So what we're going to go to now is up on the top bar. We're going to hit the external data tab, and that's going to bring up some options for data sources, imports, link table manager, which I'm going to do later. Then we have exports. So this is, again, not only can we bring data in through Excel, but you can export it to all kinds of different files: Excel, text file, PDF, XPS. You can export even to email. But so what we're going to do, we're just going to click down on New Data Source, and we're going to say From File, because you can see there's a lot of options here. But from File, we're going to use an Excel file. And typical Microsoft wizard pops up, and we're going to go browse to the file. And I got my file down in my downloads, and it's right there, k-means. And we'll open it, and there we go. Okay, import the data source data to a table in the current database. That's what I want to do. If you had, I want a brand new table. I could append to different tables if I wanted to choose. It would let me, if I picked this, it would let me pick the tables I have available, but this isn't going to fit any of the tables I have. So we're just going to create a new table. And I know you can't see it because let me see if I can stretch this video out just a little bit for you so you can. All right, there you go. You can see the OK button now. So go over here, we'll hit OK. Again, this is just a standard wizard we're going to walk through. We'll bring it over. And this one click here, first row has table headers. In my file, yes, I do have the top is the column headers in the Excel file, which you see up here, ID tag, modeled, all that stuff. If you didn't, you wouldn't check on that, but this does have the column headers. Click Next. You could go through here, allow things like duplicates. You notice each one of these is this is a double because, again, we did integers last. This one happens to have values with, sorry, my brain just has values behind the decimal point, doubles. But you can see, you can change if you wanted to, change the data types, whether they're indexed, the whole thing. Don't worry about indexed right now. I wouldn't even worry about that at all. Just go ahead. I'm not even going to change anything. Normally it does a pretty good job of guessing the correct data type. So just go over here. Let Access add a primary key is absolutely fine, or you can provide your own. I'm just going to let them add me one. Hit Next, and then I'm going to name my table. And I'm just going to name my table k-means because that's the name of my file. And if you want to know what k-means means, just if you're curious, this original file comes from a k-means clustering. It's a machine learning algorithm used in data science. It's called an unsupervised, and I've got it on my website if you want to go check it out. But using Python or R, I built some, k-means clustering, hierarchical clustering type machine learning models, and this is the file I used to build it off of. So, but I figured any file will work for this. I would like the wizard to analyze my table after importing it. Nah, I don't want that. I'm not going to worry about that. We hit Finish, and okay. Now, do I want to save the import steps? This sometimes you might want to. Let's imagine that every month somebody sends you an Excel file. It's the same kind of file you have to import into your system. Yeah, you'd want to save the steps and to help just keep you from having to go through the wizard and set everything up again, especially if you go to make changes to like the file size and stuff like that, into the different columns. But we're not going to worry about this. I'm just going to skip that and close. And there you go. It created my table here. Now you see it k-means. I can click on it, and there we go. So we've got my table, and I'm going to expand out a little bit for you so you can see the whole table. Just for curiosity, if you're curious what this is, I used to, years ago, I used to actually fix medical equipment, things like ultrasounds and x-ray machines and stuff. And that's what this is. This is like a fake data set of different ultrasounds we fixed and how much money we spent, what was the cost of labor, what was the average cost of everything on there. So it's, just in case you were wondering. But we can go up here. Now you notice if you come up here, it's kind of like Excel once you turn the filters on. I can come up here and I can grab this, and I can filter down to select certain things, or I can sort smallest to largest. And there you go. And you notice it sorts everything when you do that. That's sorting, so I can go here. I can sort again, sort largest to smallest. And over here I can filter. I can sit there and say, hey, get rid of any blanks. Or I could go to here and say, let's pick a group here. We could filter by, I only want this radiology group. So I'm going to get rid of the rest of these. So we're going to do select all, unselect everything, and say, hey, I only care about this radiology group. Bam. And you'll notice now I only have one record. If I could add another record, let's go with advanced cardiology, see what happens there. All right, so that's it. So that's sorting, filtering, and importing an Excel file. Pretty simple, easy to do. Again, this is the last lecture of the week. Look forward to next week. Again, I might be adding some extra videos to this where I'll show you how to do this kind of stuff using SQL Server, MySQL as we go forward, just so you have a better flavor of what's going on out there. Again, thank you very much. I hope to see you again soon.